Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it's January 7th of 2022. I have made a switch back to the Avery Media USB webcam. No special reason for going back to that camera. I I did find out that it didn't make any difference when I was using the Brio. Still, once I start the camera, the recording or whatever, the even when I stop doing a recording with the camera, the it still stays connected. I still get in this case, the blue light, and even though I'm not recording. Um, and then if I try to use another camera or something else, it won't work because it says that I forget what it says, the camera is connected or something. So that didn't make any difference. But anyway, I'm back to the Avery Media. Um, so I dug this out of my closet. This is the Elgato HD60S, and it let me capture video from my Panasonic G7 camera. I used it in the past and it worked. Not sure why I switched away from it. Oh, I remember, yeah. I used it for a while, and I didn't mess a lot with the settings. And I saw that in order to utilize all the benefits of the camera, that I would have to mess with a lot with the adjustments on it, and focal length and speed and that type of stuff. And I said back when I made the switch on my YouTube video that it was just much easier just to use one of the USB cameras. I I of course have, I had, and I still have the battery eliminator, and I have it in there right now. I haven't found the AC cord that I need to plug into it. One that has one of the adapters on it. This I need more light. I need to bring out my USB light and hook it up. This is the Elgato game capture card. See if I can read it. Well, to hell with it. You'll find out here in a little bit. Okay, here is the cables for it. And here it is. Luckily, I think I see there's some instructions here, because I've forgotten how I had to hook it, how I had to hook it up. Here's the card. So there is an HDMI out on this end, and on this other end there is a HDMI in, and then there is a USB micro, whatever it is, input, And then this other one I think is a jack for input for audio. So, okay, here's, oops, I thought there was two cables. Okay, this is just micro, so this is, okay, this is HDMI. Okay, that's HDMI out. So I'm guessing that this goes into the camera. Let's see, by the way, yeah, this, okay, this doesn't go into here. So this has got to go into the camera. So this is HDMI out. HD60S. Hang on here a second. Let's go to Amazon. Let's go to orders. Let's go to HD60S. Okay, I bought this on January 20th of 2021. Actually, I bought one before that, and I gave that one to my grown grandson because he wanted one. So let me. Okay, HD60S external capture card, stream and record in 1080p 60 with ultra low latency on PS5, PS4 Pro, Xbox Series, X/S, whatever that is, Xbox One, X/S, in OBS, Twitch, YouTube, works with PC and Mac. USB is 3.0. Supports resolutions of 1080p 60, 1080p 30, 1080i, 720p 60, 720p 30, etc. Says here, similar item to consider. The TreasLin Capture card, USB 3.0, game, 4K video, HDMI capture card, live streaming. Let's see. Works on OBS, supports Windows, Macs, zero latency, HDMI pass-through. 40 bucks. What did I pay for this? They don't have the price on it now. I paid more than 40 bucks for it. So there's, let me put this in a new tab, and in case you're thinking of, I kind of like the looks of that. Let's see. Four game 4K gaming capture card, strong compatibility, compatible with all HDMI devices such as zero latency, plug and play, no need to install drivers, that's good, live stream capabilities. Suitable for online classes, TV meetings, outdoor camera, live broadcast, etc. I may just order that here in a day or two. And see, if I order within the next 11 hours, I would get it on January 9th. $4K out, $4K in. Let's see. Yeah, I do like the looks of this. Video camera. Okay. So anyway, I'll try to hook this up later today. I've got to find right now the, don't know if you can see that. I've got this tied with a tie. And I would have to cut it with my vision of getting old or whatever. Using these ties, I have cut a few of my cables that I didn't intend to cut. This uses a regular, electrical AC things that go in there, the two-prong things. I've got several of them around here someplace. You can see those big plastic boxes back here, right there. I got stuff just thrown. It's stacked, and there's some other places with stuff like that thrown in. And what happens is I have to usually go through all the boxes before I find the cables that I need. I try to keep the cables together, but so I wonder if I could go to YouTube, and if I went and did a search, probably not. Let's go home. Nope. Customize. Maybe go to YouTube Studio. And content. Well, this up here says search across your channels. So let me put in HD. Here it is. Okay. Right here, I found something. What do you know? 2 videos, 3 videos, 4 videos. So there's 4 videos at least that show up on this search. I'll put the links. Well, I don't know. I don't know how good they are. Okay, here is video using Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date it is January 20th of 2021. I received my just about an hour ago Elgato HD60S capture card. It comes with 2 cables. And so I thought, great. But luckily,
in fact, it was already hooked up.
The one cable,
HDMI, regular HDMI to regular
HDMI,
HDMI,
of no help
of no help to me. I have a full box full of those, although it's a
good cable.
good cable.
The other
The other cable
went
went into the.
Now it appears that I'm using for this the video you're seeing for this is that's my Panasonic G7 video. But now I think it probably could have been, you know, adjusted better, or zoomed in, zoomed out, all that type of stuff. Card, the device, and then it went into the USB 3.0. And you have to make sure, by the way, 3.0 won't work. And it went into that. So what I had was a card hooked up from a small USB into a regular whatever they call that 3.0 into the computer. And but luckily, and now of course I started looking. I know I have a cable. And it was already hooked up to the computer because I've been playing with something before. So now I'm using my. Oh, by the way, I hooked up two monitors, or I hooked up a second monitor, so that I can have the control stuff. I'm using Manicam, by the way, right now. So I have Manicam over here, and I can see my video there, but I also of course have the camera sitting up there, and my Panasonic G7. The picture looks a lot better on that little. In fact, I see it down here. I think I need to relocate the camera a little bit and do some stuff with some lighting, because I see in this video over here that. That's searching. Yes, I need to go into the settings. That's something I'll do a search for. What should the settings be for the Panasonic? Anyway, you get the idea. And I can remember too that, you know, the flickering, that those settings I needed to be setting correctly on the Panasonic G7. And that's one of the reasons I messed with it a little while, not long. And then I decided, why mess with the G7, you know, even though it's a better camera and it has a better zoom and this, all that type of stuff. I thought I can just set up any one of my, you know, USB, you know, cameras and not have to worry about all those settings. But so I'm going to have to go this time and stick with the settings and work with everything. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little update on what is going on. Oh, I mentioned to you the G7 camera being used as, and I'm sure it's going to say to turn off. And I did turn. I did mention to you the other day that I had been messing with my old Dell PC, and I used a flash drive to install Linux Mint 20. And I also installed Ubuntu Linux 20. Then I had trouble, and so I ordered it from eBay. Somebody who had a flash drive and had Ubuntu Studio on it. And when I got this yesterday or the day before, it installed Ubuntu Studio perfectly without any kind of a problem. I made a mistake though, and I knew better. I was just tired and not thinking. When I went to the install, Ubuntu Studio comes with packages of, like, there's video. Every video, it's in this. So when you install it, you've got all these additional video things, programs installed, option, they're installed. So there's the audio, there's photography, a whole section of a whole bunch of things. I forget, there's like 5 or 6 of those things that are loaded with things that somebody who's doing more than just hooking up a webcam and it gives you all the programs you need. You don't have to go and search for them. It just installs them. But I had done that in the past, and one of the things was audio in the past, and I installed that package. When you boot up to install, it gives you the options, And in the past, I picked the audio. Oh my God. I mean, it must have been like 35 packages, programs in there that were then installed. And I couldn't even figure out how to just get the audio from, YouTube or whatever it was, because of all these other, they're all controlling, gives you tremendous, if you're somebody who's, serious about making videos, photography or whatever it was. But for audio, they have all these things, and I couldn't even get, I couldn't even just play a YouTube video and get the audio and then, record it, or couldn't do anything. It was just, and so I told myself I'd never do that again. And I used, Ubuntu Studio, whichever version it was, for a while. And so anyway, when I went to install this, that thing popped up with, photography, video production, audio production, whatever and these categories. And I saw it on the screen, and then I was tired and whatever, and I thought, I'll just install everything. All I had to do was unclick it, Not a lot of work, but I just thought, I'll just go ahead and install it. I can figure it, I can figure it out. And then it installed it. And then Ubuntu Studio ran fine. And then, well, okay, now let me get the audio, from YouTube or whatever it was, any audio. I couldn't get it. Now, sure, I could have done a search and figured it out. And I had just, by the way, a day or two before, when I was waiting for one of these memory sticks to show up, I even told myself, I got to remember not to install on the Studio, the audio package combination. But I went ahead and installed it, and I couldn't get, and I just didn't want to do the searching, and then I knew I'd have problems too, because everything was no trouble with, photography, no charge, no problem what I have with video, that kind of stuff, unless audio was involved, and it was just this audio package. And I had just watched a video a few days before when I decided to install, Ubuntu Studio again. I just watched a guy who's very knowledgeable about all of these subjects, and he said, by the way, do not install, unless you're a positively expert, don't install the audio programs, because you won't be able to do anything. It'll be so much work to figure out how to do something, and all these programs are combined to work together so that somebody could be, doing a professional movie or a video and have all kinds of control over the audio and all the things you can control with it. He said, be sure and don't do that, because he says, I'm pretty knowledgeable about this, and he says, I can't figure it out. And I went ahead and installed it. So, since I've already installed, in the past, this Elgato, whatever, and it worked okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and order this now. And I should get it Sunday, January 9th. And today's the 7th. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Anyway, I'll end here, and thank you for watching.